Hello YouTube and welcome to the last Girls und Panzer reaction on the channel for now, reacting to Das Finale 3, and I think there's an OVA, like the Daikon OVA. You could almost call this a Das Finale finale. Again, just for now. So yeah, the way I understand it, there will be more Das Finale in the future. One of them has aired in Japan. It is waiting to be released internationally. On a Blu-ray of some kind. I don't really know the time scale there, but sometime next year you'd think. I'll get back to Girls und Panzer then. But yeah, this is ostensibly the finale. I don't know if I'll do any more Girls und Panzer videos. We'll see. I'll have a chat about it on Discord and the like, and see if we want tier lists and that kind of thing. Of course, people want tier lists, but anyway. I'll see what I'm like timing wise, because again, been very busy lately. Actually been sick the past couple days again, which has been no good. Just feel kind of really terrible, or still kind of feel really terrible. But I'm on the other side. I'm well enough to record, I think. So hopefully it shouldn't affect the product too much, because you only really get one shot at these kind of things, especially for a finale, for the finale. You know what I mean. So as always, I have the YouTube comments up here. Again, a ton of comments on this thing. Let me get a number. Yeah, 55. 55 comments on that one. Almost 1,000 views. Again, did very well. I've kind of summarized a few of the points. A lot of them were saying very similar things, and that they thought that my reaction to the Australian school was humorous, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, we have, this time it's structured a little bit more like larger points I could talk about for a longer period of time, as opposed to just writing down one sentence summary for every single point. Again, now that I have two Das Finale segments under my belt, I've got a better grasp of what we're actually trying to do here, which I wanted to talk about in this first point, just overall. So think about the story, the main story conceit of not Das Finale, of Girls und Panzer TV anime season 1, right? Think about that. So it's about Miho, it's about integrating into this new school, it's about this school that used to have a Senshido team that's come from a very low base, continuing to grow and grow and grow, this underdog story, all the way up to them beating the school in Black Forest Academy that, you know, represents this other side for Miho, right? This where she's come from, proving like the whole Senshido Nishizumi style thing wrong, finding her own Senshido, finding what's important in Senshido, almost like that propaganda video at the very start of the everything, right, at the very start of the show, came to fruition, that she actually did grow from this experience. The problem being, after we do a movie, a film that is a little bit more wide spanning, it's a little less character focused. There is some Maho stuff in there, of course. But after all that, what do you do? So my main theory was we go bigger, right? We continue to make, you know, Ori the underdog by progressing to a larger stage, an international stage, a pro league stage, or a time skip, or something like that. Go crazy on it. What instead we're doing here, and I actually think it's quite clever, is we're having a look at the different other schools and the people tangentially satellite related to Ori, and seeing how they've improved from the experience of interacting with Ori, right? And the bar essentially being raised for the rest of the competition. So specifically here, I've written like improvement for characters in schools outside of Ori. BC Freedom Academy is one, right? So they get knocked out very early the next time. They realize that they're coming up against the champ, and they need to put in some hard yards, right? They need to come up with a strategy that's going to work here. They subvert the Yukari infiltration mission thing, and they get a leg up because of it, right? And it's all because Ori raised that bar. They realized they had to try something, otherwise they were just going to get beaten by the best school in the competition, right? Chihatan's probably a better example here because it goes into specific characters, right? So Chihatan has that experience in the first part of the film where they're dragging the chain a little bit. They're probably the reason Ori loses that fight. Because if you had a competent team there with you, other than just Fukuda, then you probably would have done more than not a lot, which they did in the film. Specifically, Fukuda has the story with the volleyball team, so that's where that's coming from, and them kind of pushing her along, and her seeing that as like a really cute, wholesome senpai relationship, which I enjoy. The Nishi one's nice too, specifically the very ending of Das Finale 2, where she realizes that we're going to actually have to adopt tactics that aren't just charge, right? And stop pretending that it's just charge, and we're going to have to grow from that. It's essentially turning a joke school into not a joke school, which is also kind of still a joke school, which I enjoy a lot. Further reinforcing this is a technique that we've seen in a number of the conflicts so far, which is Miho's plan from the enemy's point of view. Right? So in the BC Freedom Academy fight, we get a lot of setup around what may happen there. Like we say, the top of that tank looks kind of like that other tank. They're in the bocage, and we could use this to our advantage. And we put 1 and 2 together, but we're not following Sotokor's POV during it. We're following the enemy POV, which I think is very cool. Right? It lets them see where they're falling apart, and lets us see how good Ori has become in this short amount of time, right? It's just it's engaging, right? Think back to the fights in the TV anime stuff. We're following Miho's stuff a lot because Miho is the focus. Now we're flipping it a little bit, right? It mirrors what I'm talking about up here. And again, the Chihatan example again here is probably stronger, where we don't really get to know what the traces are for until we find out that they're all in the fucking ditch. So yeah, and again, kind of following. Like flashing to Fukuda and flashing to that girl with the map and going like, something's not quite right here. And we don't really, we know because we've seen the ditch before, but we don't know how it's being used. Yeah, just a fun way to tell your story, and really differentiates it from just being a bracket again, right? There is a different tone to these fights for sure. A lot of people mention this one, the song sequence towards the end of the BC Freedom Academy fight. The voices drop out one by one, as I noted. The most prominent moment being when it's just Murray left and she gets taken out. Another one is a response to my question, which got a lot of responses as well. Why didn't Ori just shoot Chihatan when they were in the pit? And they shoot him a bit, but not really. They didn't really lose any tanks down there. So I thought about it, and yeah, you're right. Tanks can't really shoot down. That's just not how a tank works. The way I understand it, they get a little bit depending on the tank, but not a lot to be able to shoot, let's say, 45 degrees below you, right? It's just not possible. So what they would have had to do is bank on the cliff, right, and try to shoot down that way, which is pretty dangerous on muddy terrain and pretty difficult as it is. Then you think about the kickback from the tank. It makes sense that they couldn't really do anything there. So then what Ori was trying to do was then go to the exits and block them off. So they would need to leave at some point and then just shoot him, basically. That's when you get your fish in a barrel moment. But the Chihatan tanks were quick enough to escape from that one last route before that could happen. That's kind of where we left last time. A lot of the comments went through this as well. A quick run around the schools that were knocked out, the schools that we don't really get to see much more of, but that we get a little taste, let's put it that way. Viking Fisheries Academy something. They're based on Norway. I don't think we even see a character design. We maybe see one. Maybe. But yeah, all I really got there was based on Norway. I think they were fighting against Pravda, which it's kind of Scandinavia and Russia. That's something, right? But again, more based on your Finland stuff, based on geography. But anyway, I digress. Blue Division. This one had a lot of data on it. They're based on Spain, and again, I'm not very sure of my history around this point, but I don't remember much stuff about Spain in World War II. Apparently, this is only a small faction that fought in Russia with the Germans, I believe. There's a Spanish fascist dictator, which I don't know. But the thing that a lot of people really wanted to comment on is that the uniforms are accurate, right? The titty school has purpose, right? Because normally it's a bunch of buff Spanish dudes wearing like low V cuts, right? And now, how are we going to do that with our fan servicey show about school uniforms and girls and tanks and stuff? That's how you do it. You fill out the uniform. That's how you do it. Which, for the record, I just find it's really funny. I think that's a good bit. Either way, next we have Waffle Academy, which is the one that Saunders beat. Wait, are they? Was that the one Saunders beat? I thought Saunders beat Blue Division. Maybe I'm being stupid. Nah, was it Chihatan beat Blue Division? Anyway, I had the thing here. Yeah, no. So Saunders beat Blue Division. So I've got to move this up here. And Waffle Academy was beaten by St. Glorianas. Which, again, Waffle Academy based on Belgium. Do you get it? Belgian waffles. That's the bit. That's the joke. And then the last one, which I guess we don't even see into, but has some interesting trivia around it, is Bompul High School, which is Poland. Which, sure. Apparently, there was some kind of division in Poland that employed a bear to help move munitions and stuff. Sure. I'll take you guys' word for it. Hence why they have the bear on their logo. That's why that's there. Oh yeah, and then Yogurt Academy, which I don't think we even barely see. Bulgaria. That's the nation the school's based off there. There's a fun fact here, and I've denoted it as such, about the Chihatan song, which is called Drifter's Love. Essentially, if you had pre-release tickets to Das Finale 3 in cinemas, you got a cassette tape which had this song on it, right? And it's basically based on Chihatan's, one of their major gimmicks, which is they don't change a lot. This is an old piece of technology that they're using, much like, you know, Chihatan being stuck in their ways, still doing this charge, banzai, almost kamikaze-esque strategy. So yeah, that's cute. I would like to have a cassette tape, even though I couldn't play it. I just think that would be neat. Next up, we have the time signature thing, which again, I'm musically illiterate, so I got nothing for you. Some people said it was in 7/4, this being the song Drifter's Love. Others said it switches between time signatures, that being 3/4, 4/4, and occasionally 5/4. All I know is it wasn't 4/4 for a lot of it. It didn't feel that way to me, at least. It felt a little bit more sway. It felt waltzy in points, so sure, 3/4. But again, musically illiterate, can't help you. There was one comment that had insane lore about the French schools, something about Maginot, it's not Maginot, that's how I think you say it. They sold a bunch of fucking wine when they first came to, settled Japan, right? Came to Japan from France and brought wine and then sold it and did very well. From that, two schools came off of that being BC and Freedom, and then of course these two schools went out on their own, but then struggled with the wine side of things, and then lost profits and blah 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 blah, and eventually, essentially the governing body said, two French schools, even though they have opposing everything else like ideologies, Senshido styles, everything, let's plop them together. And thus we see what plays out from that during the OVA last week. So yeah, I mean, insane French school lore, considering there was 3 French schools at some point. Next up we have, and I guess this is more a broad conversation topic overall, what are they doing with Alice? Alice is being set up somewhat to be an opposing force. You would think how good Alice is and how good we've seen she be in the rest of the content of the show, right, in the film, that she would be left to the end, right? And then I'm wondering how that fits in, because I had a theory about St. Gloriana's making it to the end. I think that would be a great closed loop on everything, considering St. Gloriana's was the first school we fought in that first exhibition match. And we can't just follow our needs to be unique school angle, because I think everybody on that other side of the bracket we've seen before in the show, it being Pravda, Black Forest, Anzio, and St. Gloriana's. I had a small theory about Alice joining Continuation, because there was somebody was talking about something with Alice and a fan theory about Continuation that I've forgotten. But yeah, she's being set up to join some school. I don't know. Is she biding her time to see and wait until the very last moment to see when it's the finale so she can jump in? Or are we going to get some more content about that today and everyone else is being coy that they don't know? I don't know. Either way, I think we're going to jump into that OVA first, the Daikon one. So sure, we're going to do it that way. But yeah, I think, again, much like the structure of these Das Finale segments has been, I'd imagine 15-20 on the Chihatan finish battle, that side of it, right? Then a little bit more setup, a little bit more slice of lifey stuff. It may even be signaled as such before moving into whoever we're fighting next, who I believe to be Continuation, I think. But again, could be wrong. We could spend more time here with Chihatan. Either way, I'm going to do some chill stuff before jumping into that OVA, so if you like the video, consider liking the video. If you like the video and you want to see more, consider subscribing to the channel. Comment below anything you thought about the episode, anything I could do to improve my presentation. Comment below. I'm doing follow for follow on Twitter, so follow me on Twitter if you'd like me to follow you back. And the Discord. Join Discord, love Discord. And yeah, we're going to jump into the Daikon War OVA of Girls und Panzer right now. Rightio, I have that OVA up there ready to go. I would imagine this is the titular daikons down here because I think it's a root vegetable of some kind, like a turnip or something. I see a train, and I see that we have 10 minutes and 32 seconds on this one, so we should sync up accordingly. We'll have that picture-in-picture version, AK submarines for everything here today. And yeah, just going to give it a 3, 2, 1 and jump in. Radio? 3, 2, 1, go. Hello, train. It's not moving with the panache of the rest of the show. That's better than I thought. How's Marco doing? Look at it go. I don't know where we're at in the countryside. It's a terrifying horse. Please don't give me anything. I'm very not hungry. Yeah, why are we out in the countryside? Thoughts? This is on the ship? What? Okay, so that's the inn. That's why we're here. That might even just be her. A bad guy? What are we doing? A lot of food this episode too. Try and stay on the horse, please. Okay. We're in the fucking Mushroom Kingdom. Okay, we're following a very similar structure here for sure. She went into the friggin' Wild West. It's quite frankly ridiculous what we're doing here, but sure. Great soundtrack choice. Oh, she's cool? Unless that's the outlaw. You should start attending meetings and stop chasing down ruffians. So I came to the Wild West for that. Sure, okay. Marco's easily convinced. Oh. Great camera angle. What did she do? How is she an outlaw? Why? No, it's a churro. You don't understand. With who? Okay. But with who? With you? Sure. Okay. You're good at a duel. If it's any of us, we're probably pretty bad. Why is there a circle here? Soundtrack's doing the heavy lifting, though. Really got that old western feel to it. Damn, she's dead. It wasn't grape juice or anything. Oh, there you go. Oh, she became a redhead. Oh, Choco to the rescue. Not the horse. You sure? And that's the Daikon connection. Okay, whatever that is. Oh, okay, sure. She thinks it's yummy. Well, why don't you buy them? They can't be very expensive. Well, money can be used to purchase goods and services. How about that? Or you make an arrangement where you, like, through the farm, you can sell it. There's lots of ways to do this rather than stealing it. But it's good that we have a happy ending. Yukari just sleeps on her face. How many sheriffs can there be? That wasn't a no. Okay, that's a no. It's true, you are. Damn. She's so cool. Is that like a corset on the outside? I don't know what's going on there. Okay, bye. Not the original song, too. I mean, is that it? No, there's some more. Unless it's just an ending. Again, I recognize the melody here. Anyway. Incompetent, as I always am. But that was random as fuck. I was like, where does the Daikon come into this at all? Yeah, they really like their cinema, don't they? That's good. Again, it was kind of sold to me this, like, just now. It said, you kind of need to fit it in somewhere. Like, you need to know that, like, they're part of the student council. That's the only piece of information you need to know. And then you can practically place this anywhere. That's fun. We're on horses instead of the tanks. Which I guess it wouldn't make much sense if we... Okay, I was going to say, since when have we had like a Ghosts and Panzer thing that had no horses in it? But I'm thinking to the last OVA, which did basically exactly that. Give me an enter mission, please. The background here is cute too. Oh. Shout out to the horses. Shout out to Yukari hanging onto that horse for dear life. Shout outs to Choco, the best horse that ever was. Shout out to Churros. Don't really know what else happened here, really. True. And yeah, give me that project. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't what I expected. It was fucking random as hell. Kind of this faux Western chase down of Jane to give her some documents that she didn't even really want. And we found some kind of no good ruffian and followed a number of different Western tropes. I think there was some Indians there, or what was implied to be. Right off into that kind of abandoned town through the rocks, and then they did our little showdown, did our little quick draw thing. Yeah, I mean, it had some good gags. It had the characters in it. I like the characters. Other than that, it's pretty much as ancillary as you can get. I, if someone was said they wanted to watch everything, I wouldn't say no to this. But if somebody said, I just want the main story, then you separate this completely and go about your day. It's not like Taiyaki War, which I think is kind of necessary. But anyway, I digress. We're moving on swiftly to Das Finale 3. Yes. So yeah, next up, Das Finale 3, which I have right there. Pretty much the same preamble as before, 47 minutes and 39 seconds if you wanted to sync up with your copy. Picture-in-picture, AK submarines, all that jazz. And yeah, we're just going to jump right in and see the last piece of Girls und Panzer stuff in the anime sphere, at least for now. So yeah, we're going to click the button here in about 3 seconds. So yeah, 3, 2, 1, go. Straight into the opening? Sure. I am recording. That is also good. The animation upgrade is insane. Little snowman down there too. I never noticed that. Okay. I don't know, maybe I just haven't seen this enough times. I keep thinking I see new shit. Who's that little one in from not Chihaten, from Continuation? Weird. She looks like she had red hair. Love the drifting tank, man. So dramatic. We are proud of the Truth Youth stories. We'll never forget those glorious and bright days. Yeah, that makes more sense than the previous one. Yep, this is where we were. So what is that, a 6v6, was it? Or 6v5, maybe? Oh, she's still reeling from having to retreat. Well, yeah. The perennial underdog. Oh, and the rose bath, of course. The hell's a caramba? Hey, no, we have 6. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit of a slog. Marco's still wired. That's good. So's Miho. Holy shit. Well, yeah, that's the premise. She was always eating those things. Again, that's the setup. True. It's a nice little reminder for people that may have forgotten. Again, I don't know the time difference here, but it was like a couple years or something. Who the hell? Based Fukuda Enjoyer? That's me. Damn, she's changed. That's an interesting angle. I don't think that's true, though. But losing Miho is something that we've very rarely seen. Okay. Splitting off into groups. Very cool. Do they have 7? Maybe they have 7. It's a war of attrition, everybody. Yeah, the game is, if anything, that this is their environment. This is where they should be thriving. It actually would be nice for Miho to get taken down. Then we'll get some more Momo actually needing to command stuff. Okay. What did she go grab? Like a flare or something? Yeah. And that's the signal for them to, yeah, to flank. True. And then they're gonna focus Miho. Okay, sweet. This is actually really good tactics again. Oh, they're like straight up charging her tank. Yo. Yo, yeah, they're definitely isolating her, huh? For sure, for sure. Hidden tank? What was that? Oh yeah, I remember that thing. It had like some floaties on it or whatever. Insane boat tank. Yep, there you go. They're really good, huh? It's unlucky. That was like a direct hit almost. Alright, there goes one. Alright. If it works, it works. Narrow bridge, you say? Okay. Let's see. That was the first year's, right? No, they said free ball. It must have been volleyball. Unless I'm just stupid. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know where I am. I don't know who I'm talking to. Okay, this is the narrow bridge. True. No, that's first year's. So volleyball must have separated. Well, shit. Isn't that really bad that the flag tank separated? Okay. I didn't see which side of the river everyone was on. Okay, good spot. You spotted your fucking senpais. Oh, behind you. Insane combat. Insane rivalry. Let's go. This is fun. This is a great 1v1. Hollow land bridge. Not land bridge. Sea bridge. Okay, true. Look at the arms up. That's great. Okay. It's like a weird, one, then one, then one, then one. Like a sandwich. Yep, that's death. That was a very concentrated attack. Let's go, gamers. Let's do something. It's no bridge there, brother. It's a really bad spot. Is that the bridge that got exploded before? Wait, what? How? Oh, did they feint one way but go the other? And then these two are just kind of vibing. The lack of music here is interesting too. Okay, no death yet. Oh, that's cool. They like switch sides. These are two pretty quick tanks too. Oh! Yo, the insane read. I thought she was doing a fucking loop-de-loop. Okay, that seems pretty bad. That, again, seemed pretty bad. They're unkillable. Okay. Operation Duck on Duck Team. Not quite. What? Holy fuck. They've had too many, like, fucking Red Bulls or Monsters or some shit. Seems pretty bad. Bro, the sea tanks are unbeatable. It's looking bad for our heroes. It's brought like a full bed out there. Anyway. Okay. That's going to attract everybody to her, right? Just putting the whole squad on their back. What are we doing? Oh! Okay, that was very smart. We got one, though. Oh. Okay, we got two, but we lost one as well. Oh, duck with duck head? How did they both get duck? Oh, they both had a strategy. They both had a very similar duck-based strategy. Damn, when you murder the duck, you murder yourself. Yeah. I mean, again, still looking pretty bad. What's our flag tank doing, do we reckon? Just kind of vibing. I don't even know who's driving Chihatan's flag tank. Is it the thing that's behind Nishi there? Yeah, it must be. Okay, cool. Alright, let's make a play. Because it's kind of just us. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's one. Watch this turn into a mad 1v1, like flag tank versus flag tank. Damn. Maybe this is what will happen then. Yeah. Where's the other one? Is that what she's thinking? Oh yeah, because her vision's good. Oh, okay. I'm smart. Oh! There's somebody in the darkness. We're all switching fucking positions. Oh shit. Now they're relying on each other's strengths. It's good. We keep getting that angle across the river. The one that we're not currently aware of. Okay. It's very open here. I'm worried about your tank getting busted up. Okay. Bet you can't do it like me. Are we going to use their corpse as like a landing pad? Yep. Gotcha. Corpse. You know what I mean. Death. I think we got him. Yeah. All the dead fucking comrades are cheering. Out of the darkness. Gotcha, bitch. Too busy bonsaiing. So yeah, I'm imagining that was the angle across the river the entire time. Insane clutch. Do we want to see some Momo? Show me some more Momo. Alright. And now, yeah. I was waiting for that too. Lucky the battle didn't go on like 10 minutes longer. Yeah, I mean, okay. So where are we? 22 minutes. Went a little bit longer than I thought. I don't know. I don't speak Japanese. I can't help you. Dakdono. No, that's what it's about. No, if anything, that's a compliment. Yeah, we'll teach you how to play. I don't think you'll be very good at volleyball. Also, yeah, the way you're writing is so polite. Not this time. It was very close, though. Oh, we're back in the bar. Let's have another melon soda. Oh, Sodako's back too. The usual. Straight tequila. Sure. Yep. I agree. It's alright. You guys have time to shine at one point. Oh, so we're doing that thing again, where they're gonna have like way more tanks. Remember when they had like 30 tanks in the movie? That shit was crazy. Yeah, I know. We're saying goodbye to the flag. She's just drinking away her sorrows. She's probably smashed. I don't know, whatever you say, sure. Yeah, let's see. Now they... Oh. No, we need to get a photo for Momo. Oh. That's a lot of the automotive club. Yep. It happens. Oh, well, let's check on her. I would like to see that. Oh, the both of them? Okay. How we doing? Katyusha and the gang? Erica and the gang? Are they on the surface of the moon? It's just so different from the jungle we were just in. Yeah, I don't know what all the hand signals are about. Yeah, please explain. She thinks they're cool. I agree. Mouse. Oh yeah, I remember the mouse. Okay. Hit a shot. Alright, perfect shot. I was gonna talk some shit. That the hats too. Love it. Oh, she's under pressure. See, that didn't go so well for for old Chihathan. Yeah, the Hansen was a great. I think she's joking. Yeah. I agree. I remember that. It was on a computer screen. Yeah. Then what are we doing? Tell me. Just switching whole teams there too. What was that on the back? Did you see that? Yeah, huh? Probably use the cover to escape, right? Yeah. Later. HE is highly explosive? Yeah, they're changing. It's kind of the sub theme of all of this, really. We're not going to be strung by convention, by tradition. I'm going to find my own Senshido. Oh, there's that stupid tank. I love that tank. I wish I saw some more Maho. Oh, not Maho Miho. Some more Miho Yukari. I want them to give me some points on this. Okay, ambitious. Oh, the shot to help them escape? It's a little. What? Kung Fu shot. Alright. We won. There you go. Yeah, it was very similar to the way that we just won. Me neither, really. Oh yeah, of course, the whole Anzio connection there, true. Also, are they in Venice or something? British food. I like British food. I'm gonna. I'm standing up for British food here a little bit. But also, like, if we're comparing that to like Italian food, come on, what are we doing here? That being said, I don't really want to think about food at all. But anyway, that's a different story. Now, is this Venice? I don't fucking know. There was a canal. That was the only reason I was thinking it. Yeah, continue. Not a thought in that entire brain. They probably could have shot, but they were too busy just like talking. Oh, here they come. The frickin' the Crusaders. Yeah, this isn't gonna end well. I'm getting literally crushed. Oh, I'm gonna chuck him into the drink. Too little, too late. Get destroyed. The mobility's actually so good in this urban setting. But what about the rest of the squad, guys? Anzio, you have to believe me. There's a rest of the squad. Yeah. Oh, they made like a wall. I don't think the wall held, guys. Yeah. Listen, it was a valiant effort. Oh, they only... Ooh, they got kind of destroyed there. Yeah, let's say this. Again, I'm expecting continuation. They're probably just going to do some meme strats. What's Saki looking at, you reckon? Oh, she nodded. She's listening. That's good. Can't stop thinking about little Peter Rabbit. Okay. Yo! She fucking pre-fired. I can't even really tell what's happening in this fight. Okay. At least he protected the flag tank. Here we go. We started up the music. We know what that means. Oh, so that's okay, Mika. And she doesn't have red hair, it's more brown. Oh. America. The troops. Alright, let's see it then. Why is the tank... Why wouldn't the flag tank just stay back? Anyway. What other tank? Oh. Where were they even hiding? No, it wasn't me. No, you have to understand. Oh yeah, whole Takahashi thing. Yeah, salute to the sniper up there. Best in the game. Yeah. Okay. It's pretty much the semifinals I expected. Maybe thought Pravda would have made it instead of Black Forest, but other than that, it's about what I expected. Oh, it's a Christmas? That's oddly, like the timing's pretty good there. 'Tis the season. Again, if people didn't know, I work in retail, so I'm kind of sick of fucking Christmas carols already. So this isn't really doing anything for me, but you know, it is what it is. The Santa uniforms are nice. Oh yeah, you're very philosophical, right? Yeah, it's pretty scary. True. They're very zen. Just it'll be what it'll be. Oh, they're doing they used to do it at the pool. I forget what it's called. The old people do it. They fucking love it. Okay, these guys are watching another movie. We couldn't find another tank movie. There's not enough. A motorcycle's kind of like a tank. Sometimes. Is it time? It is time. All right, how much longer do we have? Yeah, only about 5 minutes or so. Of course not. We have pizza to spare. Smells like milk is not a compliment. It's kind of dead compared to pizza, but sure. Oh, all right, we've started. A little bit more confidence on that Panzer 4 as well. And a very different setting from the jungle. Almost scary, almost eerie right now. How are the pirates doing? Yeah, I see him bringing up the rear. Hello, snowman. I like the colors on the tanks changing too because they're in the snow. It's kind of fun. Now, these guys are fucking tricky. That's their problem, right? Isn't the whole meme from the first season they gave like Black Forest a pretty hard time? Yeah. No, pepperoni, no. Yeah, it's kind of similar to what Chihaten were doing earlier. Bit of hit and run stuff. Just keep them on their toes. Definitely helps if it turns into a war of attrition again as well. Getting like scary. Yo, not the. I don't trust the big fucking snowman. Not for 1 second. Well, it's like scary. It's like a horror movie. There's a fucking massive snowman, dog. Okay. I'm intrigued to see where we'll finish here. Will we have any casualties at all? Yep. Watch. It's probably bait. Wait, why are you guys the flag tank? Are you? And now they pursue you guys. Yeah, why are the gamers the flag tank this time? Oh no. Oh, air shot! 20 points. Love a fucking air shot. What? Now, how'd she do that? Yeah, but again, remember they have 15, right? Oh. The Finnish sniper. Insane vision? It's the sniper tank, the same one that took out Saunders. A witch? Who the fuck are you? Is that anglerfish? Where's that white flag? Show me. Oh, no! Losing Miho super early is crazy. Okay, that's a great stakes raiser. Alright, cool. And yeah, that's it. It kind of sucks that there's no more. I'd love to finish this story. I mean, I will in time. I'm just kind of with everybody else now. The White Witch. Oh, shit. Yeah, okay, so we played with structure a little bit. And we're doing Chihathan for the ED, which is nice, and they're in the jungle. But yeah, if I go down here, so it's kind of till about 22 minutes. We're still with Chihathan. And then we kind of do a deeper dive on the rest of the battles here before a little bit of continuation at the end. Which, I mean, I feel like we kind of skipped. Like, we know each side in these, like, kind of semi-finals, right? That we're at right now. So we kind of need to go through and, like, have a good look at them. Because, like, seeing Anzio knocked out like that would feel pretty bad for Anzio fans. Where, when it's, like, Waffle Academy or whatever, you can kind of just leave it because we don't know who they are. Man, shoutouts to Koala Forest, though. Just in general. Tell you who were pesky? The fucking boat ones. They were too crazy. Indeed, on the rice ball. And yeah, going to have a relook on Das Finale 3 very, very shortly. And yeah, that's it. That's Girls und Panzer, the experience in TV, anime, cinema, anime, and animation sphere. It's completed. We're done here. And I must say, it's a really poxy spot to finish. I would love to see more. I really would. It's basically the most I've been cliffhangered at the end of one of these series, I think. But I should talk about what happened, I guess, just overall. Losing Miho that early, right, means the entire, I guess, function of the show almost changes, right? Like, we can't view a lot of the tactics and analysis through these 5 characters anymore. It's going to need to be the student council step up. It's going to need to be the volleyball team have a huge game. It's going to need to be first years complete their potential, right? It's going to need to be all these things happening, right? And I think we'll almost get special comments from these 4. And again, nobody knows unless you've seen it in a Japanese cinema. So, like, I don't know what to. You guys can't inform this at all, but this is what I think will happen. Is yeah, you'll pander these guys, and they'll give us a better view of what's happening tactically. It'll also give us a view into what various other tanks that have been knocked out do, right? Do they just kind of sit in their tank? Do they walk off to somewhere else to go watch it? Are we going to keep POV on these 5 characters even through that? And I guess from an opposition perspective, we have this White Witch sniper character to watch out for now as well, along with obviously the main crew of continuation that are just insane. They've got insane tactics all through this thing. But I guess if we're going to go back through here, we should cast our mind back to Chihatan. I already talked about the structure of the segment a little bit and how it's basically mostly Chihatan here, really. Not as much like the split between 1 and 2 per se, where it was pretty much half and half of the BC Freedom Academy fight. But yeah, let's cast our minds back to the jungle and have a look what happened there. Okay, first things first, one of the major things I was getting wrong here and why my numbers were so incorrect was these 2. I missed this. So I seen these and I'm like, oh yeah, 6 v 6. True, we had 6. This number here is also 7, and there's 2 up here because they brought 10, we brought 9. Yeah. Got to think about these kind of things, huh? But I mean, yeah, this is essentially our state of play now. We start Dust Finale 3 by running away from the enemy, we're retreating, carrying on directly from Dust Finale 2. This character here obviously struggling with the concept still. So now we have Orai pursuing Chihatan through the jungle, where it's turning into a little bit of a slog. It's been 12 hours since the match started. A lot of the characters are tired, and we'll remark on that throughout the rest of the scene. Of course, there's that good gag at the very end where Marco finally falls asleep after being wired all night, essentially. Yeah, look at her. She's fucking crazy. She's on the coffee. She's gone nuts. There's a scene where Miho's like really like into like this fight, right? She's like needs to be knocked out of her focus, which I think is interesting. Taking Chihatan very seriously after that point. This is also a good opportunity to remind the audience that may have forgotten that this is all about Momo and getting her into university. The student council are a little bit of an enigma, right? They hope that the audience forgot about them, I think. And I did at points, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, they're still out there. The flag tank isn't Miho, right? And yeah, we get that shot obviously from the other side of the river where they've been watching, and when they ramp in, it's a great moment. I just wish in this Momo-centric story we got more Momo. Maybe that's where this fight against continuation is going, now knowing that her, I guess, puppet commander, or the opposite, who's the real commander, right, behind the puppet, which is Momo, is now out. So she needs to really focus here. I don't know what the hell a lover-san is, and I wanted to bring it up because I want people to tell me. I don't know what a lover-san is. The problem here with Chihatan is this, right? We have one focus here, we're taking down Nishizumi-san's anglerfish, right? This is the symbol that we have progressed. This is the pinnacle of Senshino in our opinion. If we take them out, then that'll be a great victory. The problem is that isn't the victory condition for progressing, right? Further in the tournament, it's taking out the flag tank, and they've very much lost sight of it here. They still can't drop their stupidity a little bit, right? Like, they're still that way inclined. I guess the justification here being that Miho is the foundation of the group, right? Which is interesting in context with the end of the episode. If she goes down, the rest will crumble. We'll see if this hypothesis is correct probably next time. But yeah, I mean, they want to take Miho out so the rest will crumble, but they spend every single resource getting to this one point. They're too focused on that minor goal instead of the macro objective. I think the tactics here from Chihatan are really quite good. We see two groups of two go off from the main force here, and they will, again, now we know as an audience they're targeting Miho. That's what they're going to do. They're going to try to isolate her. Great gags here. We head over to the first years. They're all concerned about staying up and their skin and weight and stuff, and then the gamers are just fucking jacked as shit. Pretty good contrast there. They get to within 100 meters range, apparently, and that's when the flare goes off and the tactic is executed by Chihatan. And the flare, the lighting on it is very, very effective. Look at that. Looks fantastic, doesn't it? And then like, huh, what's that? Oh, realization. The lack of music, the lack of sound here, and then notices the tanks on either flank, right? Again, very, very similar to this moment at the end. I wonder if they're using this as a little bit of a blueprint. Like, that moment there, placed in a different spot in the story, is probably another, like, KO for Miho, right? Because she doesn't realize soon enough. This here is probably the best demonstration of it. Yeah, right here. See them crossing the paths there, trying to isolate her further, pulling one back, but letting the rest go. So then we have the main force here on the embankment, where, again, Miho's right out ahead. And then the boats get involved, and yeah, shit turns bad for Miho. I'm happy Miho gets this fight here, where she, well, with her crew, I guess, put the team on their fucking back. They go crazy here. It's probably one of their best performances, before we get to the next fight where such a thing won't happen. Like, all the little mini moments here, the feints, the zigzags, all that kind of stuff, it's just very, very good. Very good driving by Mako as well, who's like wired as fuck right now. So she's in her element. It makes sense that she's like on one. I think probably my broad prediction for this segment would have been that they would take Miho out about here, right? And then the rest would be us figuring it out without Miho, right? Because he brought up the premise here. My mistake was that then we're going to use the premise up here instead in the next fight. So yeah, like watching this, I'm like, she keeps on going. Like, Miho's unstoppable. Like here, crossing that small river by like riding on top of one of the boats. Pretty sick, something that two tanks at the same time can't do. It's great stuff. Somewhere in the chaos there, we've also got the history team separated, which we talk about a small bridge, which comes into vogue very, very soon as well. Kind of like a lot of the fight taking place on this little mini island between the river, where I believe that at certain points the student council are on the outside of it. So the duck team says with confidence that they've got a good mark on the flag tank and they want to go off on their own and see if they can do something, ask for permission, get it, and are now going to pursue that main force, leaving these three tanks by them lonesome, right? With three different tanks still in operation at different areas, that being history, anglerfish, and now the volleyball team. So now they've officially gotten onto the little mini inside river as well, right? Because they've kind of bridged across on the boats. This is where we see the part with the small weak bridge. We see the two boats in the distance that get used, that shoot at the bridge and make it inoperational, basically. Yeah, see? Which comes up later. We come to this bridge and it's like, oh shit, it's not a real bridge. So if I was these guys out here, this is something that I would calm, that, hey, we've separated the fuck out of the flag tank. Maybe they didn't notice, maybe they were too far away. But again, this is the inside island, the way I understand it, right? We're crossing from the outside into the inside. These guys are stuck on the outside. And the show relies on the audience forgetting about them for basically 12 minutes, right? While we do the rest of the fight. Again, Fukuda has really good eyesight as well. She spotted the volleyball team trying to flank here, like trying to find the flag tank. Like just barely over there, right? Pretty good. So we give Fukuda the command to go through but don't overdo it. And we get this really awesome 1v1, right? So these guys are zeroing in on the flag tank and now we have Fukuda in pursuit. Yeah, so this was very well set up. It reminds me a lot of, what's her face? You know, there's one in the history group, and there's one in the Anzio one. You know what I'm talking about, in the Anzio OVA, right? Where there's a clear personal rivalry between two members of two opposing teams taking place basically independently to the rest of the conflict, right? So these guys have a previous relationship and are now that's what makes this particular encounter cool. This 1v1 impressive, right? I love it's almost like a half pipe energy to it where we're swaying back and forth, taking wild shots, It's very, very dynamic. I love how we found this opening in the jungle as well. It's not quite as cluttered as everything else. It really helps the fight to pop. IMO. Again, characterized by mobility, a lot of feints, a lot of stop and prop, a lot of spins. It's very, very engaging. This is finally where we see Nishi and Ko crossing into this middle island as well. So now this is really interesting. So we have Miho at the front, the anglerfish team, pursued by 3 Chihatan tanks, right? And then we zoom back even further. Here's our main force of Orai, right? Like it's almost like Chihatan, Orai, Chihatan, Orai, like 2 teams chasing each other. We've got this calculated like team strike by Chihatan as well, all shooting at the same time, taking out the history team, I believe. Yeah, I think it is, because we've only got the gamers and the first years left here. So yeah, they target that bridge. To my knowledge, that's a different bridge. We need to full stop here. Yeah, that's a different bridge. Interesting. Both of the bridges are knocked out, so they're all kind of trapped on this island, without the boats, of course. This is one of the best maneuvers. We see Miho go down this riverbank, right? She feints like she's going this way to our left, and then reverses under the guise of not being seen, like under the embankment, right? They can't see what she's doing. So they assume that she's going to be there, right? Put everything into it. Perfect. Perfect stuff. Love it. Meanwhile, the fight between, I guess, the volleyball team and Fukuda is continuing to rage. I like that part here there where they said all the volleyball terms as they, like, loaded up another shot. Yeah, this one I mean, like, the half-pipe energy just, like, flowing back and forth in that valley. Very good. Like, the both of them have special techniques that they use, and they keep thwarting each other until they both go for this final move in the end. It's time to change tactics, right? We're bringing up this line from before, the line that I believe the volleyball team said last week, like about the food they were eating, I believe. So they're going to begin Operation Duck. We need a counter plan to Fuku-chan, right? We bring that up, and we don't have anything off the top of our dome, and we both go for the rubber duck strat, which is funny. Again, it's just good because they're duck team as well. It's just, it fits well. There's joke here about the cicada as well, because like the part of the tank, it wasn't like real part of the tank. It was like something. It was like their shell, right? Very similar to the one that almost caught Miho. We catch. I guess it's both the first years and the gamers rushing headlong towards this river. We want to cancel our B dash. They were kind of in pursuit of the 2 of the boats. Obviously, they can drive straight into the water, so that was no issue. Not the same for the gamers, of course. So yeah, state of play. We've got. Oh yeah, I guess there is a few on the outside. Okay. So there's 1 tank out here from Chihat. No, wait, this must be... Hang on, am I stupid? Who's this 1 tank out here from... Oh, yeah, this must be... Okay, no, this is Student Council. Okay, following me here, right? This is Student Council who will appear later. This is the force pursuing Miho, right? This is the first years and the 2 boat tanks that we just saw before. And then this must be volleyball and Fukuda. Yeah, this is fun. I kind of wish they spent more time just like hanging on this screen, maybe with a few names above these as well. Because the thing that really draws my eye here is these lists, and I don't really look at the dots on the screen. It's a 7v4 right now. We need to make a play. Miho elects to turn the lights on the tank, right? Which is generally a no-no because it'll give away your position. We want them to know we're here, we're capable enough to take them out even though they know where we are. Anglerfish Lantern is also just a great idea too. Isn't this girl's kind of brilliant, right? I keep forgetting, I don't know the first years very well. I love this tactic here. They stopped firing and like both are going to flank at the same time and fire. And of course, what do? We break. Aim the gun at our 6 on my signal, turn the chassis sideways towards both tanks. So yeah, we see it perfectly here coming up on each angle. We're gonna break, right? See how we have 2 guns here, right? Is that a thing? Yeah, we both shoot them. Okay. I was under the impression they shot each other. So no, we had 1 completely behind us on our 6, right? And then 1 where we're gonna turn another direction. And we shot both at the same time. That's just fucking metal as shit. Hell yeah. Essentially every tank that was there got taken out, right? It was the 2 boat tanks and the first years all got taken out. And then, yeah, we're basically blasting through all our conflicts now. We have Fukuda and the duck team here, and they've got all the rubber duckies on, and they're going to do that side of it. Simultaneous duck strats. 1 duck fires early, which I believe is the volleyball, yeah. But then, yeah, we basically finish off the duck team here. Yeah, Fukuda won that engagement, which is pretty cool. We fired early, they dodged, and then got to a better angle, basically. But they're pretty banged up from the experience, and more importantly, way far away from everybody else. I love this face here from Fukuda as well. She's really conflicted about it. Like, damn, I had to take them out, even though they were my heroes. I don't know, this should be exciting for you. I would have thought so anyway. She's very respectful. She's just a good girl. We like that. So then, yeah, now with that knowledge, right, it's Miho and the flag tank, right? Miho versus the world. Miho's in a 3v1 right now. She needs to clutch up. Actually, never mind. It's a 4v1. It's even worse. Did Fukuda catch up, or am I miscounting? Either one's potentially possible. There's been so many kills this round from people just stopping and doubling back, right? There's so much momentum going on that it's very hard to turn around without knowing. Of course, we're in the perspective of Chihaten right now, which is interesting. Miho's just this unstoppable killing machine, right? We let one of them go and charge with purpose, not a futile charge, right? And we'll see where this takes us. Yeah, this is one of the shots I'm talking about as well. Just this one off the riverbank there, right? Like, I wonder what they're watching. I wonder what they're waiting for. I wonder who that is. And now we're back to Miho's POV, right? So we know one of the tanks is charging, but we don't know where. So we're firing traces mainly as a light source, I believe, to see into the jungle there. Even though Miho's struggling a little bit, needs those glasses on. I love this moment here. We turn the gun to 7 o'clock, right? So Maho can pop her head out. Not Maho. So Mako can pop her head out, if I could speak, because as established earlier in the story, she has very good eyesight. I love this moment here. Rewards the fans that pay attention. We don't need a loader at this point, so Yukari's going to hop into the driver's seat. We basically all just switch jobs here for a second. And yeah, Mako spots the tank perfectly, right over there. We do the flare thing again. And because we see it early, we're able to avoid it. Damn their good instincts. And we see that shot once again there. Again, over on the embankment. Wonder who it is. We get a better view of it here, right? We need to find a good spot to cross. Marco's still doing the sight thing here. She sees the perfect spot to cross that'll be an advantage to us. Yukari drives like it's fucking stolen, too. She goes crazy. We go to this open, outcropped, rocky area. Well, yeah, we almost fucking crash, which is pretty cool. One of the tanks does so, crashes, but pretty much perfectly makes a bridge for the rest of the Chihaten team to get across. Here we see it perfectly, right? So we're focused on this one here. We don't know this one here is flanking. Gets to the perfect spot and takes out Miho's tank, takes out the Anglerfish team. This shot here is great, and yeah, we did our goal. I love the banzai. Whenever we do this like kind of split camera stuff, I really enjoy it. All the fallen comrades banzaiing together. And yeah, they're too busy like recording their massive achievement that they don't notice that it's not over yet. Here they come, emerging from the bushes. This is almost like that kind of apex point where all the rivers meet. We're able to cross the river here, and I guess the river's also low enough. We basically take out their flag tank. It's pretty cool. She's like almost half celebrating still as the flag pops up and we win the match. Yeah, Alright Girls Academy wins. Very cool. So yeah, we won. The sun comes up and Mako fucking dies. Damn, she's like a vampire. We move very quick from here. We're back on our train, right? Chihaten are, licking their wounds a little bit, but we're writing letters of gratitude to Orai for a great experience and a great learning and blah, 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 blah. There's a very Japanese joke here, but more importantly, we're focusing on Fukuda, right, and her letter to the duck team. The language here is super duper polite. She's writing a letter. It's all very official. I'm sorry that despite learning under your tutelage, I took you out. If anything, that's a badge of honor, right? But yeah, we have this great, I guess you would call it, reconciliatory moment, offering a olive branch per se. And yeah, I mean, there's a weird relationship between these two, but I really buy it. I really like their senpai energy to it. Look, she fucking loves it. She's gonna cherish the the opportunity to play volleyball with them sometime. I cannot help these tears of joy. She's just so wholesome. And now we're firmly in our slice of life segment again. We're bringing up old jokes. We're back at the bar with the shark team. Bit of melon soda. We're gonna have Momo have some fucking really spicy alcohol again. Alcohol, I know what you mean. Sotoko's here for some reason, but we love Sotoko, so it's fine. Here we learn it's going to be much like the TV anime stuff, where they're going to be able to field more tanks, hence why we've already taken out a couple of tanks in the continuation fight, I believe. The shark team brings up the pirate flag. We're going to fly the flag in our hearts instead of the flag for real this time. We see them, you know, pay off on that by the end. I still really like this sound effect that this one character does too. Where is she? You're fucking... I'm not even going to attempt it because I'll embarrass myself. But it's very good. Keep doing that. I love that. The graduation album is still in the works from the production committee. And mostly this is an opportunity to take a look at the yearbook and see the graduating class and see all the pictures of the characters that are going to be moving on by the end of this. Yep. I mean, we knew that one. That's very obvious. Goodbye, Anzu. And there's Yuzu-chan, and Momo doesn't have a picture, which is curious. I wonder if that's going to be something, be anything, I don't know. We basically have 3 of the automotive club and Soroko, which is sad for me. Soroko-senpai, no. No way, Soroko. I can't believe there's going to be a world with no Soroko. Her hair's really stupid here, and I like how she's frowning despite everybody else having a neutral expression. Also, Gaming Association Pyo-tan, sure. Yeah, so a few of the characters of the club are going to graduate. I'm curious as to why we're bringing this up. Normally this is a plot line in a show that is going to span another year, so we'll know that these characters are going away. Because if not, all the characters are going away because the show's going to end. Like the example I always go to because it's such a core theme of that show is Hibike Euphonium. We bring up the character. We are very, very aware of what characters in what year because those characters are going to graduate, right? So yeah, I'm just wondering why we're bringing it up. Is there going to be more after Das Finale? We can only say and we can only cross our fingers, I guess. Here we learnt that that Yukari and kind of Miho have gone out to see the the Black Forest Academy match. So it's a very interesting matchup, and I like that we do little, almost 4 or 5 minute stories through here for each of the matches. So here we have Erika in a very Maho pose. I wouldn't be surprised if we've seen Maho in this exact pose early in the series. We need to go forward. There is only forward, right? This is Nishizumi style to a T, right? Just do it, basically. We have a very, very by-the-book formation going up against somebody that is like very intrinsically on the high ground. We're following our ace in the hole, which is the mouse tank right now. If they take it out and hit that shot, then we're in some real trouble. Fun little character note. I was wondering why Katyusha's doing all these hand signals. It turns out we don't know either. She just picked it up. It's a new thing that she's doing. That's great. That's so cute. I love it. And it's like, oh yeah, I wish she put that much kind of passion into learning Russian. Just a fantastic comedic sequence here from Pravda. Again, Katyusha's like a kid. Of course she'd be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to do a bunch of hand signals. I think that'll be cute. That's also where we learn that Clara is in the flag tank and she's told to hibernate, right? You're basically just going to sit at the top of the hill and we're going to finish this off here. So we hit a shot here. We kill the mouse tank. Erika's command is still only go forward. And we'll see how well that ends up. She's really panicked here. She doesn't know what to think. And yeah, we continue to lose tanks. It's looking pretty dire for, not our heroes, our villains, honestly. But yeah, Black Forest needs to adjust. I have this moment here where Erika's thinking to herself. She's thinking on Maho's words, right? Kind of in that computer screen, in that brief scene we saw in, I believe it was Das Finale 1, you got to find your own Senshido here, right? You've got to follow that similar character arc that Miho and others have followed throughout the rest of the series, right? You've got to believe in yourself and not just follow by the book Senshido. So for one, it's her own Senshido. She doesn't want the same tank. This is probably the very similar tank that Maho had, right? I'm gonna like swap, right? I'm going to go to a tank that I'm more comfortable in. Yeah, this is what I saw as well. This face on this tank as well. Don't know what that's about, but sure. I could not begin to tell you. So now we're going to get into a different formation. We're going to get some covering fire from 2 tanks that stay behind. They're going to shoot highly explosive shells at the ground, making a bunch of dust, allowing us to escape. We've essentially fucking pocket sanded ourselves out of this. And now we've rotated, and now these guys are pretty stuck in their ways, right? Almost assuming that Black Forest are going to do Black Forest things and charge right at them. And here come Black Forest with the flank. That is not how Black Forest generally fights. That's what Katyusha says there. So yeah, we have some of the Pravda tanks continuing to go down the hill, right, to meet them. And at this point, we basically don't care. It's all about distraction, right? It's all about occupying different tanks because we know that the flag tank's in a spot that's very difficult to get out of. So yeah, it doesn't matter that Katyusha's taken out one of the tanks here because we're just going to keep on moving, right? You're going to be chasing us after this. This is where Clara's stuck up the top, can't quite get out of that divot she's in. And yeah, just as she gets out to try to escape, We have the fucking air shot of the sentry. She does some fucking kung fu Senshido. And yeah, takes out the flag tank. The second in almost as many minutes, right? Amazing, like, clutch play in Senshido, right? At the flag tank. Love this shot here of Katyusha just being, like, so mad too. Yeah, right here. Contrast with Erika celebrating too. Love it. That's when Yukari and Miho are like, oh, that means the next semi-final will be... And then we pan to this, right? We pan to Anzio versus St. Gloriana's, and we get to see the result here that is being watched by the history team, right? Who is obviously rooting for Anzio for obvious character relationship reasons. Hina-chan, that's her name. Okay, we got there. And then Caesar, right? So St. Gloriana's almost aren't breaking a sweat here. This almost feels too one-sided right now. I can't gather any data from this. You're like the data one, I remember that. Of course, we have the Crusaders come through later as well, and we get the basically every character that matters from St. Gloriana's. We're not going to lose to the school with the world's worst cuisine, but their fish and chip lunches are delicious. Thanks, pepperoni. Yeah, I mean, I'm taking Italian food over British food, but British food isn't that bad, right? I don't know, man. I think people are too mean there. Love me some fish and chips. Fish and chips are fucking good. But I mean, of course I'm going to say that I'm from boneless England, basically, which is Australia. So, I don't know, man. Australia, what do we do? We'll do you a good steak. Love a good steak. Good burger. Good burger in Australia. Vegemite sandwich, I can give you one of them. They're pretty good. Other than that, not much. Yeah, pepperoni, just fucking keep talking about food. Just, like, no thought behind those eyes at all. She's so fucking stupid. Either way, we attempt to take St. Gloriana's up these fucking steps here. But yeah, they're very quick. They're using their mobility and they've got them behind us. Oh no. All these fucking CV-33s. How... they stood no chance the entire time. It was very funny. Basically, like... Anchovy fucks up this quote here as well and allow them to escape. Like, you could have just shot instead of saying, like, a clever pun or whatever. Like, look, by the time we try to fire, they're already gone. She's so bad. And then, yeah, the Crusaders come down. This is Rose Hip from memory. I will say this stuff here is pretty cool from Anzio, like putting them into the drink. That's pretty good. So we put two of them into the water there, but, like, as we don't know right now, this is working to our advantage. Like, oh no, I'm completely outnumbered. I need to escape. Running means victory. And she's right. Running does mean victory because you're not very smart. And yeah, they all get lured basically into a huge ambush. Look at that. It's not great. It's not great at all. Yeah, so what's throwing me is like almost like these favela-esque colors, right? Weird. Very South American. But then I was like, oh yeah, it's Anzio, so maybe it's like Venice or something because there's a big canal. I don't know. I don't know what we're getting at here. And with that, we get St. Gloriana's through to the semi-final to face Black Forest Academy, which is a pretty big fight. That's two powerhouse schools. And again, I'm sticking to my guns here. I believe St. Gloriana's is making it to the very end. As we see here, it was not close. Not close at all. With that, we only have one more match we need to watch, and that is Saunders versus Continuation. And here we're basically on like an airfield, right? Saunders is very strong. They've got a lot of tanks. They're even in a very dominant position right now. Are you eating fucking McDonald's fries and Coke? Yeah, we got fucking McDonald's. Hell yeah. This here looks like a pack of smokes, even though I know it isn't. Saki, no. But yeah, this gag here is pretty good. Saunders is going to win. Put your hands up if you think Saunders is going to win. Saki, the only one that doesn't put her hand up. And it ends up being a correct call. You either weren't paying attention or are the smartest tactically of us all. We still don't know. Saunders characterized by just being very sound. They're very good. They charge at the right times. They're very, like, coordinated. They don't have that meme magic that Continuation has, right? Like, look at them run. It's fucking chaos. There's this part where this character pre-fires too, which is crazy. Fucking get her in a CSGO server, she would go nuts. We get a bit of the polka going here, right? And again, you're just vibes as fuck. You're just letting it sit. So everybody's chasing this tank right now, the flag tank. They see it. Even the flag tank is in pursuit of the other flag tank. And again, all these tanks pop out of fucking nowhere. Like, it's almost like this flag tank's being manipulated somehow, but I'd need to go back and check the exact footage of everything. But yeah, a lot of the Continuation ones are getting taken out here, right? But then, yeah, it works perfectly because we've got our ace in the hole. We've got that White Witch sniper-type character like, sitting up on another ridge. So everybody's chasing at the flag tank. They believe this is their moment. They believe it's a 1v 1v6, yeah, 1v7 even. Yeah, one of the characters recounts there that they don't know where the last tank is, right? Yoko is what we say. Potentially that's her name. And Yoko fires from up above, from some elevation. I was going back through this fight here to see if I could see where this tank's set up, but I couldn't. This is very clearly a setup for what happens at the very, very end of Das Finale. Or Das Finale 3, I should say. And yeah, we land a shot here, the fucking flag goes up, and you, I believe your name is like Alyssa or something to that effect. You freak out. There's the whole Takahashi angle. We also bring back Helmet Chan as well. We like her. And yeah, you're just absolutely beside yourself after getting exposed. This is like when he dumped me out of nowhere. Yeah, it's all that shit. Or Takashi? Not Takahashi? Anyway, I digress. It does not matter at all. There's one moment here where you're like the crack shot. I forget your name too, but you're like the amazing shot. You're probably the best shot in the show that I've seen so far. And you're looking up like, how the fuck did they do that? So this is meant to be like, shit. This person up here on the mountain is fucking really good. And yeah, here's our bracket as it stands. The way I see it, Ori wins here after some trials and tribulations from everybody else. St. Gloriana's wins here. And then somewhere along the line, the Alice storyline needs to get solved here. I don't know if Alice would join the fucking British. Maybe. But again, you guys don't know either. We do a very quick Christmas thing. This is continuation ship, I'm imagining, right? We see some, what were these guys called again? Blue Division down here, because I noticed the assets, basically. And yeah, I don't know why they're at Christmas on the ship, but sure. Yeah, you can see in the language up here. Yeah, this is definitely Scandinavian, right? Oh, Australia mentioned. Hell yeah. Even the fucking koala out here too. Hell yeah. What the fuck is a korva pusti or something? What is this? Must be some kind of pastry, you would think. Yo, they've got a fucking crazy language up there, don't they? That shit's wild. We can call this a setup. We're making all the snowmans here, so that's something, I guess. You're really enjoying the food. Still don't know your name. Is it Mika? I believe it's Mika. We got a Maho, Mako, Miho, Mako, Mio. There's a lot of similar M names with 4 letters. There's some broad allusion there about snowmen hiding the truth, which is what comes up as well. No, this is Mika. Okay, because I had to look it up, because one of them is Miko or something. Yeah, they got insane names. This is Mika. Hello, Mika. Okay, I thought that was correct. I'm fucking losing it with the names here. She's very zen. That's her whole thing, right? Like, she's just gonna let it'll be what it'll be, whatever we do. It's almost like the flow of the universe is in your favor, right? Like, you're just channeling it, right? You're one with everything. Yeah, they're just doing water aerobics. That's what it's called. But they're using actual weights. Holy fuck, they're pretty powerful. Basically, yeah, we quickly panned all the groups here. They're doing what they normally do. Doing a bit of volleyball over here, doing a bit of water, whatever. Doing a bit of automotive stuff, watching a film. I still don't know what the movie is. But we're very engrossed. I think we ran out of movies that have tanks in them. It looks like that one movie. Is that the fucking Great Escape? What's that shit called? Yeah, I think it's this movie. Yeah, okay. I think I'm all over it this time, because I saw these things and he was on a motorbike, and it's called The Great Escape, so he's probably fucking climbing through some shit. Yeah. Okay, I'm kind of smart sometimes. And then, yeah, we're kind of straight into it. I don't know if I have too much here to say. Very cool background shot again. I don't know why Yukari's parents are very interested in the koala. I mean, why wouldn't you be? We even have some of the delinquent girls up here. We have fucking stupid glasses guy up here. We hate that guy. Who else? I don't know who you guys are, but you're pretty fucking rad. Here's Hana's parents behind as well. Marco's grandma's sitting down. Yeah, there's a few people around. Yeah, okay. Alright. There's probably more there too. This time we're going to get special comments from both Chihatan and Anzio, who were recently knocked out. It's another food joke, basically. We're contrasting food. We're having fucking red wine and Italian food, basically. Looks very yummy. We're going to hand out some pizza dozo. Thank you. And we're going to offer that, counter that with some rice balls. There you go. Salted rice balls. It's better than nothing, I guess. I'm guessing this is probably pretty dead. It's probably pretty traditional is my point. And yeah, we're very much straight into it. So we have like the face off here, almost like it's a fucking fight or something, right? Like a combat sports thing. Straight from here, ring the thing, then Panzer 4. We're like right into it. And yeah, we're in the snow this time. It's actually living up to the Winter War billing a little bit. We're going to see some guerrilla tactics here from Continuation, kind of using the setting to their advantage and kind of pulling the full force where they want them to go. See the snowman here, very eerie. Got some really eerie vibes here, very creepy. I'm not really very fond of the snow. I think it's kind of isolating and yeah, generally not a good sign. It gives me like Shining vibes. We even saw like a weird drawbridge there. Yeah, the guerrilla strategy they're using, very similar to BC Freedom. I believe this person here was one of the people from the film. One of the commanders there, one of the, sergeants, I guess. And yeah, she's from Continuation. Okay, so that's cool. But yeah, their strategy is pretty sound. It reminds me of Chihatan early, but what impressed me about them. There's a village there, let's reposition there and see how they react. Little do we know they're already very well set up in the village. It's almost like they thought we were going to do that. Like, we essentially have 2 tanks each side. They're doing guerrilla tactics right now. We can't see them in the tree cover. We want to get them into the town to, see how they react to it. But we know that... But Continuation know that Aura is going to do that. You know what I mean? And yeah, again, more of these like inside shots seeing outside, right? There's something that the camera is seeing right now that our characters can't see. And that's a little bit creepy. Not to mention this shot, predatory, almost high angle, right? Like they're the victims. And this big old... very, very conspicuous snowman. So now we have a small force of Continuation approaching the village, again buying into this lie that they've created that the village is abandoned. And then backing up, more hidden run tactics, but we see the flag tank. That's the important part, right? We see the goal there, so we're going to pursue it. So now we get the overall view. We get 2 tanks going this way and 4 tanks going this way. That's 6 going out, basically, which means there's 3 left here in the village that immediately get outnumbered. So even though they're losing tanks here, they're gaining positional advantage, and when you already have a numbers advantage, then that's a good trade to make. Almost on that musical signal, all the tanks bust out from the snowmen, which was very well set up. Another weird change here is we don't have the student council with the flag anymore, it's the gamers. I don't know why we gave the gamers the flag. They've been performing pretty well, but not like super well. And Miho is the only one there kind of with them at the moment, right? Protecting them. Oh, and the Shark Team. Don't forget the Shark Team. The Shark Team gets kind of left in the dust there, right? As our flag tank tries to escape, with Miho protecting, 3 tanks in pursuit. But even now, this is still falling into their trap, right? Because we've got somebody on the ridge that's an absolute crack shot. That is one of the best shots we've seen in the show so far. I do like that air shot there too. That's pretty fucking sick. What is Operation Bouncy Bounce? I guess it's like fucking collateral shot. So yeah, to my knowledge, we've taken out 4 or 5 of their tanks. So they've almost got their numbers advantage dwindled down before we lose 1 tank at the very end here. But yeah, we get this one shot here. We're like, oh shit, somebody's on the ridge. Somebody's looking down. 2 o'clock, there's something 1 kilometer ahead. Again, Marco with the vision. Miho remarks that it may be a scout. I don't think it's a scout. Yeah, we have a witch with us. A white witch. There she is. I was half expecting this to be fucking Alice. I think that would have been fucking sick as well. But I digress. This is a new character. Joko, she was called before, but I don't know if that's like a name or like some other term, because I'm not very smart. But yeah, basically the last shot we get of Dust Finale 3 is Miho's tank kind of burning in the snow, and that 1 flag pop up, indicating that they're going to take no further part in this part of the story. Oh no, we're going to need the rest of the team to step up, basically, right? Especially the gamers, now that I think about it, because they're the flag tank, right? And currently they're very isolated. And yeah, that's the last thing we see. We kind of end on that very shocking moment and kind of cliffhangers you into watching the next one, which I'm very keen to do so. And with that, we come to the end of Girls und Panzer for now. Again, I've talked about how it's very frustrating that we're at that point in the series and we can't finish the whole thing off right here, right now. I will be here day 1. You can expect me for Girls und Panzer Das Finale 4, and probably even future segments, honestly, because I really like the show and I really like doing these videos. So yeah, that's basically it. That was great. It was very, very fun. I really like the Shihaten fight, like, a lot. There's some great tactical maneuvers there, and Miho really gets to shine. That final moment and the confrontation there, and kind of this thing that's been on the back burner with the student council team rushing in and getting the victory. Very, very cool. And then we kind of flash through like the three other fights, which I thought were all varying degrees of entertaining, and then that cliffhanger, man, I really want to see more. So looking forward to that when and if it happens. This is the last episode of Goals and Panzer for now, though, so thanks for watching, I guess. If you guys don't know the deal, I will probably have a poll video out at some point, and we're going to be looking for something to replace this on the channel. This is a free thing to vote in. Keep your eyes on the channel. There will be a poll video. You need to join the Discord to vote in the poll, but from that, it's free. You don't need to pay or anything or any of that jazz. You just go in. If you guys are fans of the channel and care about what I watch next, then that's the best way to access that kind of stuff. I'm also taking suggestions on the Discord for whatever that may be. There's a channel in the Discord for such a thing if that is something that interests you. I was thinking of a sports theme, but also I have a show in mind that I want to dictate a slot in, so again, we're going to see what happens, right? Let me know if a tier list video is something people would want to see. It'll probably be a pretty quick one, considering there won't be like any episode rankings, maybe a school ranking, maybe a few character rankings here and there, but I can't really do a tank one. I'm not very good at the tanks, but I can do all the other stuff, I think. Again, that is only by demand, so please let me know if that's something people would want to see. Other than that, thanks for the awesome support on the videos. They've been really fun to make. They've kind of killed me at times, especially on the weekends when I've been busy so many weekends in a row. This is the one weekend I have off, hence why the video probably has a bit more of a leisurely tone to it. So hopefully we have some stuff that next time I could split off into one episode chunks when I need to, right? Instead of doing, I believe it was film, dust finale, dust finale, dust finale to end, which is some very, very busy weekends. But yeah, final shill stuff, I guess. Like the video, consider liking the video. If you like the video and you want to see more, consider subscribing to the channel. Comment below anything you thought about the episode, anything I could do to improve my presentation, comment below. I'm doing follow for follow on Twitter, so follow me on Twitter if you'd like me to follow you back. And the Discord, join Discord, love Discord, 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 Discord. And yeah, I'll see you guys around on the channel. And thank you for watching Goals and Panzer with me. It's been a fantastic time, and hope to see you guys all in the future. That's basically it. I'm going to sign off. Bye-bye. Cheerio. Thanks for watching. Ciao.